People, deluded, I'm back again. Now Arsenal have obviously just defeated Olympiacos a goal to nil. A vital victory away from home. We've got an away goal, we've kept a clean sheet. It very much is getting out of jail and a smash and grab. To a degree, the only difference with this game and the Newcastle game potentially is the scoreline, because I felt we had a strong end to the second half. Clearly, we had a strong end to the first half, but I feel what happened before that, the first half an hour against Olympiacos, we were very lucky not to be a couple of goals down. In fact, even in the first 5 minutes, people, we're going to need to play significantly better at home when we play them. But in regards to the performance of the players and rating their performances, I might as well give my player ratings. I'm going to give Leno a 9. I'm going to give him a 9. I can't ask Leno to do more today, man. He made big saves for us. If he doesn't make these saves, it could be a different one. The highlight for me, like I said in my previous vid, make sure you check out my match review. I can't remember the exact incident or what led to it, but he came out and punched something. That was the best thing for me. He deserves his clean sheet today, and I feel all the back five, including Leno, did well today. And that was probably the one, if I'm looking at our performance and scrutinising it, the one real positive is that you could say it's poor finishing from Olympiacos. There were some heart-in-mouth moments from us, of course, but we did look very solid defensively, and we do look like we're improving in that. How good we can get with this current crop of players, only Arteta knows. In fact, only God knows. Because personally, I do think we need a bit of surgery in the summer. But couldn't ask Leno for more, so I give him a 9. Give Socrates a 7. I was going to give him a 6 because I think he done alright today, man. I couldn't ask him for more. Obviously, he was targeted a lot down his side. He's not a natural right back, so you did see when he was very narrow and whatnot. But I think he defended well. I think he did what he could today, man. I couldn't ask Socrates for more in these conditions. Obviously, it's his hometown, it's his home nation. No one knows more than him what playing this game means, and he obviously wanted to give a big account of himself. I don't know how tickets work, but you'd imagine because it's his country and whatnot. He must have been able to get a lot of tickets for family and whatnot. So you want to put in a good performance and keep the family's name cool and whatnot. So I couldn't ask Socrates for more, so he gets a 7. Mustafi and David Luiz, I give them an 8. I'm even going to give Mustafi a 9, to be fair. Why I give him a 9 is for his part. He had a good performance like Luiz, but I give him a bonus point because of his involvement for our goal. I think there was a lack of movement with the front men. I think there was a lack of our midfielders. You know, when Joe, Guendouzi and Xhaka play, none of their skill sets is to be the creative talisman of the team, to break their lines, and all them crazy Ozil statistics of previous years, and all them, all the creative sort of stuff like Hazard is chasing Henry's record. That, in short, none of them can really do that. And I think when Ceballos came on, we did look a bit better in that department, but you're kind of looking for someone to be a bit brave. It's an 8 or 9 pass move for our goal. I think Leno gives it to Mustafi. Mustafi attacks the space. There's no point passing sideways, people. Think about it. If I'm trying to score and they're sitting off me, why am I going to pass to this Mike right next to me? We're next to each other. We're not going to be progressive. You lot can't see, but I'm going to carry the ball a bit further forward. And that's what he did. And it was a lovely pass. That's what I'm thinking say about Mustafi. He's got that in his locker. Lovely pass, I believe, out to Aubameyang. Aubameyang obviously patterned his thing. Saka gets the assist. And Lacazette, who missed a couple of sitters, gets on the score sheet and made it a smash and grab. So I give Mustafi a 9. I think defensively I couldn't ask Mustafi for more today. I think he was on this. I think Luiz will get all the plaudits for the defensive, out of the defensive too, but I think Mustafi did well today, man. So an 8 and 9 for them two respectively. I'm going to give Saka I think Mustafi's collective performance was better than Saka's, so I'm gonna have to give Saka an 8 because I think Saka played well. He done okay. Let's be honest. It was a bit. It would have, if we didn't score and we didn't have that strong, probably last 15, 20 in terms of chance created, it would have been hella 5s and 6s out of 10s for everybody. Saka probably would have got a 6, potentially a 7. No, he would have got a 7 for me. So I'll give him a bonus point for that assist. I think he did what he could today. Like everybody, the final ball wasn't on in the first half, in the sense that we was lacking overall quality, and he was even victim. Everybody on the field was. Martinelli the same. I give Saka an 8 because defensively, I think we did okay defensively as a team, really, and even Saka at times just getting the ball out and things like that. Give Xhaka a 6. I think Xhaka did okay today, but again, I wanted to see a bit more from the midfielders. He had a better second half. He weren't poor, but I just think, yeah, man, you lot watched the game. I give Guendouzi a 5. Wanted to see a bit more. Saw a couple passes. Have sympathy for him because it seemed like they were intent on just bruising him and kicking up his legs today. But a bit disappointed. Torn between a 4 and a 5 for Joe Willock, and some might say I'm being generous. I think his application was there. I think he tried. You just want to see a bit more. Is he in the right role? Arteta and Arsenal know more than me. Clearly, 3 different managers have played him as a creative mid. There must be a collective effort as a club to make him something. I think his role is box to box. He plays in that pivot. You know, I see him as someone that could potentially get 10 goals a season if he was to develop at some level and do that. I don't think his strengths are doing that Mesut Ozil, that Ceballos, that insert any creative player, that breaking the lines and stuff. I don't think it's him, people. I see why he plays the creative role, because he helps pressing. But beyond that, you're not seeing it. Because for me to play that role as well, there weren't a lot of movement when we weren't winning. But you need to sometimes go and get the ball in from deep and relish it and always make yourself available for the ball. I don't think he does that. I did think his decision making was a bit baffling. At times he was unnecessarily greedy. So I'm torn between a 4 and a 5. I'm going to go with what I was initially going to go with, which was a 4. I give Aubameyang a 7. I feel he worked hard on the right-hand side. He's on the peripheral because of accommodating other players. He obviously stepped, but I still think he offered something on the right. I still think he put himself about. Obviously, he was involved in the goal. So I think a 7 is respectable for Aubameyang. In relation to Lacazette, he was on course to get a 4 as well, because I think he worked hard. Just the quality, like some of the chances he's missing. It's a joke thing, Lacazette. Now, I was getting to the point of angry. I was just laughing. But you know what? He gets that bonus point and he saves face because he scored. But come on, Laka, man. Even when Laka scored, there was some chances you're like, boy, Martinelli didn't do much in this game. But the one thing he did when he kept the ball in, Lacazette, food and dinner, bro. You got to score that. But he kept going, I guess. And I guess he's clearly not fully confident. These misses can play a part. But I guess by the same token, he kept his head going. And at the end of the day, if he didn't keep running and put the ball in the back of the net from Saka's assist, we wouldn't be in better mood than we would. So it's up to us in the second leg now. Martinelli, I give Martinelli a 5. I feel the application was there. He worked hard, but it was just a quiet game from him. He's a sick baller. He's still a bad boy. You know, but this is what happens. Like, you just don't, sometimes, he's 18 and these games like this remind you how young he is. He just didn't shine today. It is what it is. He gets a 5, man. I think, yeah, man, his application was there. He tracked defensively, did what he could. But, yeah, man, Martinelli's normally the match winner, the difference maker. Normally one at the heart of the chances. I don't think it was quite Martinelli's game today. But he's still a young man with a lot of confidence. While I feel Ceballos changed the game, I don't really feel confident in giving him a rating. But if I had to, I'd say a 5. I don't really feel Pepe had long enough to really affect the game of note, really and truly. And clearly Maitland-Niles played what it must have been like 30 seconds, so the same goes for him. I don't think I'm missing anyone else out, but if I am, apologies for that, people. On that note, in regards to Arsenal's 1-0 victory over Olympiacos and my player ratings, I'm out. I've got nothing more to say. Thank you for watching and rocking each and every time, but it's time to keep it moving. Check out my other content, like, subscribe and do the rest. Make sure you check out the Deluded podcast tomorrow. Make sure you check out the Q&A tomorrow. Make sure you just check out all my DG content, man. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you've hit that subscribe button. But for now, it's late. I want to go grab something to eat and I'm going to have a shower and hit my bed. Whatever you lot are doing, stay safe, stay blessed. DG Nation, DG's out, man.